Hey, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, welcome. What
We're
is up
having
with that?
technical difficulties. Please stand by. Oh, no, we're not.
Yeah. Well, maybe a little bit. I just, for some reason, my camera wasn't adjusted right. I don't remember moving it. Ah. Look at all the peeps showing up. Hey, peeps. Let's see.
Beep, 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 beep.
So, let me just start with doing some shout outs for the people who are here um, early or on time, depending on how you look at it. Lurch has been hanging out with me for a while, so I'll do his shout out.
You rang.
And along with his alter ego, Lurch Games.
He's always ringing. Ring again.
Bogdan Beatty. No, you're done. Bogdan Beatty. Welcome. Jason Putman. Where are you, Jason? There's Jason. Bedrock. Let's see. Hello again, everyone. Almost time. Yes, it is. Farming Sins. Welcome to the stream. Bedrock is in a house. Bedrock better be here today. Well, he's not in the drawing, but he is a winner nonetheless. Susan Arthur. And Susan's alter ego in here, Sue Arthur. Hard to tell them apart. Although Susan says she's prettier than Sue, so no, she never said that. I'm going to get myself in trouble there. I should know better. Um, Rick Rashid. Okay. Rick. Oh. Ah. Let's see. Grab your keys, smash them buttons, and ring that bell because it's almost time to hit the road, folks. It is. It is almost time to hit the road. Stream Elements is in the house. Y'all watch out for, well, Stream Elements isn't moderating, but Nightbot is. Watch them emojis now. No, don't use no old caps. All caps.
Yep.
Green Blocks is back in the house. Elliot Halsey. Happy anniversary, Boomer. Hooray for you. Well, hooray for all of us in that respect. Elliot Halsey. Let's see. Sean Picard is in the house. Hey, he says. Well, hey, back at you. Hey. Let's see. It's Kenworth anniversary, not his. Oh. But is that how it's going to be? Let's see. Where was that? Stony Tony. Welcome to the stream. So is the truck available to everyone or paid mod? It's the W900 that's available in the game.
That's what I was responding to. The truck is available, but the skins is a mod that's only available to VTC members in the Discord.
That's correct. And there's Trucker King. Speaking of Trucker King and skins, Trucker King, for those of you who are new here, is the magic man behind the truck skins. So
Trucks, the trailers, the garage.
Right, yes, the trailers in the garage too. That's right. Gordy Pitzel, welcome. Looking for your name here. All right. Oops, that's the wrong one. Gordy Pitzel gets a shout out. Oh, Getting lost in these things. Ace the driver's back. Emil from Sweden. Welcome to the stream, Emil from Sweden. Victor, welcome. And hello to you. So let me see here. I may have to get back to some of these others. Okay, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take a look at the new W900. Gonna drive it. I'd like to do some long distance, or at least a long distance, or maybe a couple of medium range loads. I'd like to. Hey Matthew, welcome to the stream. Matthew Roth gets a shout out. Loads. I want to run some loads. And let me hop into the game. Even though it appears that I am in the game, I am not. Now I am. So this is still my W900. I upgraded it to the new 100-year anniversary stuff. Plus, I added another license plate on the passenger side, the BTT001. For those of you who were at the members-only live stream earlier today, you know that I'm going to start adding that, emulating what Thor has done. I thought it was a good idea, so I'm going to be adding the secondary license plate to my truck with the BTT for Boomer's Trucknado Transport, and 001, which is my driver number. Unfortunately, my driver number is not on this skin. It is 999, which is the generic or public skin for the VTC members. When I say public, I don't mean everybody. I mean it's available to all of the VTC members. So Trucker King did go through and update this last night for VTC members. I do not have an updated one. He didn't know I was even going to do this today. I didn't think to ask him about it. I didn't plan this very well in advance. I don't know why that just dropped to the desktop. So anyway, let's take a look at a few things here. Come out with this camera view. I don't like that camera thing. So yeah, this is the driver 999. So that's the one that those folks who do not have a custom skin, this is what they use, and they have the 999. So this doesn't have my catchphrase on it. Link in the description below. It doesn't have the buy me a coffee decal on the back, but it does have the Kenworth 100-year anniversary stuff. So the exhaust stack is covered. The shield has got the Kenworth 100. It's got this little placard here instead of the studio tag that would be there normally. Also, this is the 86-inch sleeper unit instead of the 72-inch. So this is extended. It's got the large. It's got 300-gallon tanks. It's got this cool box on here that I can't use. I already had the headache rack, but I added the extensions that come out to the headache rack. The other side.
Why's it called a headache rack?
So that you don't get a headache when the pipes that you have on your flatbed plow through the back of your cab and smack you in the back of the head if you come to an abrupt stop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, actually they turn your brains into mashed potatoes. But the idea with the headache rack is that it would block whatever your load is from coming through. I've actually seen, as a matter of fact, it was when I was overseas in Germany, I did see a truck like this, a flatbed, that was involved in an accident and came to an abrupt stop, and his load, and it seems to me it was bricks or something, came
clean in and wiped out the cab. There was no way that driver survived. Basically most of the cab was gone, and the load, and that's why I think it was bricks. I think the load bricks was actually piled on top of the cab. You know, it all slid forward. Big ugly mess. This is supposed to help prevent that, or at least stave it off. Anyway, let's not go into the gory stuff. So I've got the step here on the back that came with. It's got the def tank, which we don't care about because we're not actually doing def. But it's got that cool thing. So anyway, I'm sure at some point soon I will have my own stuff on an updated version. I didn't give TK a heads up. Trucker King, I didn't give him a heads up on that. So he didn't do it. He's got a lot on his plate already. That's another reason why I didn't want to bother him about it. We'll hop inside in just a minute. I did want to mention that I did hook up my flatbed trailer. So we'll try to take some flatbed loads. I like seeing what I'm hauling. You know, in the live stream earlier today, I was hauling cottage cheese and sausages, which made me hungry, by the way. I didn't get to see them. I didn't see no sausages.
What made you hungry was all the talk of
that yeah.
Thor and them were doing.
Right. Well, that's how it started. We were talking about sausages, and then it devolved into scrumptious ideas. So anyway, I've got this lighting on here. I think I had lighting before, but anyway. So let's hop inside. So I had the sky roof or skylight, whatever, before. So that's not new. The interior is a little different. That's different. So it's got the bench seat in the back, so it's got more room. I don't have my kitty cat now. Still got the flag on the back. Got the pillow. Got the custom seat. Driver and passenger seats. So it's got all the stuff and the things.
Farmington says, looks good, brother. Adam is back from basketball practice.
All right, Adam.
TK does like the new W900s.
Yep, I've only driven it about 20 miles so far. From my garage. Actually, I'll show you. I'm in Seattle. I have a garage. This is my current headquarters in Seattle at the garage. I went and picked up a load at this Walmart budget and brought it over here. And then I came over to the shop because I needed to do a couple things. So that's where we are, Seattle. Hey, Ryan. So I was noticing that I have, it's still a little hard to see here, 36,364 miles on this truck. So I've driven it a little bit.
Adam,
nice.
two are fuel tanks and 2 are def tanks, right?
No. One def that's diesel exhaust fluid, and a fuel tank on this side. The other side has a large fuel tank. Together, I believe these tanks have the capacity of 300 gallons. So there's 160 gallons, I believe, on this side and 140 on this side. Lots of fuel.
Okay, Rick, what happened between your last post and this post? You lost the green.
What? Yeah, Rick, what happened to your shield? Are you on the same account on your phone?
Or did was yours a gift membership that just expired?
I thought he just got it back. Right, I know he's got a gifted membership, but I mean, YouTube literally runs it to the minute, at least to the hour anyway, of when you were gifted it to when it expires 30 days later. Okay, that's interesting. I know a way to find out, but that's just a distraction. Squirrel! Anywho. I do like the LED turn signals on the front fenders. Interesting. What? Wow, Lurch just gifted somebody and Daryl is the recipient. Hi, Tiana. Welcome to the stream. Congratulations, Daryl, and thank you, Lurch. Okay.
Ryan's asking, are you going to use coast to coast on this one?
Good question. That looks like a long train. It is a long train. Look at that long train. I love trains.
Susan just gifted 5
Hey, Susan.
memberships. Charles Payne, Hamza Kin, Django, Mike Kildare, and Dustin Simbro are the recipients.
Congratulations to Charles, Hamza, Django, Mike, and Dustin. And thank you, Susan. That was very generous of you both. I don't know why I'm so fascinated watching trains. I always have.
Gentleman Square says carrying vinyl chloride.
Well, let's hope it doesn't derail. All right. And I just got that, by the way, Tiananmen Square. Nope. I do not have coast to coast on this profile.
Me too, Susan. That's why I did one. She was saying I was hoping Rick got it.
You know, it does that twice for every person. I think we're done. Okay. Thanks, guys. No, I don't have coast to coast installed on this profile. I could, but I'm fine with just driving around the existing map. I don't know where I'm going. I actually have like 48% of this discovered. Oh, look. I got Alaska. I don't really want to go to Alaska.
And ProMods Canada.
Right, and ProMods Canada. But I kind of want to just stay in the in here. I hadn't really given any thought.
You don't want to go tackle Dalton's Highway?
No. Okay. 20 minutes in. Let's get some driving done.
We interrupt this live stream for an important announcement. If you like what you're viewing, be sure to support the channel by becoming a member, or by buying Boomer a coffee through the link down below. You can also show your appreciation to Trucker King for the skins that he's so diligently prepared by using the link down below to send him a tip. And you can also buy yours truly a coffee there too.
So where should we go? Let's see. Did we go about OMAC? That's a pretty drive. I think we did that recently, didn't we? Lewiston. Haven't done that in a while. Let's go to Lewiston. What do you think? Oh, jeez.
Susan gotcha.
Oh my God. Thanks for the coffee, Susan, and the heart attack. I will cherish them both. Oh, I don't know about
See the kind of fun that you can witness when you buy Boomer a coffee. You scare the bejesus out of him, and it's great entertainment.
Oh, there's Bozeman. Wow, that's a long haul. I kind of like doing the interstate stuff. Which is why I was thinking about Thompson Falls, but that's even longer. The only thing I don't like about this load is the waste paper. I know it doesn't matter, but it just seems like I'd rather take something like lumber, you know? But okay. Yes, Susan,
Ryan,
you got me.
He bought it.
Yeah, Ryan, I bought it. Let's see. This is a World of Trucks load with 13 hours on it. We are good. I'll go ahead and it's right there. Picking it up at Kenworth, right down the road. Ryan, I will show you where I got it. As soon as the game lets me back in.
Another gifted membership coming from Susan.
Wow.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. So Ryan, do you not have any trailers of your own? Because you go to trailer purchase. And I think this is a standard trailer. Yes, it is a flatbed APLO series. Whatever that means. So, here we go. Flatbed. Now, this has just got 2 tandems on it, or 2 axles. And it is a single. I think it's a wood, but you can go aluminum. You can go sliding tarp. Let's stick with the regular flatbed. And assuming you have the levels, you have to have a high enough level, you can add more options. I think this is the one that I have. 4 axles. The front and rear are liftable, or in this case, mine, I think, the rearmost axle is steerable. What is that? Oh, place coil here. Oh, that's just a placard. So you notice that the rear axle is just a single tire. That's because it's a steerable. That's not the only reason why, because sometimes this one can be, or if I do that, let's select this one, it's still a single. It just depends on how much weight it needs to hold up. So, Farming Sins. Welcome to the adventure.
Awesome. Oh, as a flatbedder. Wow. You went all in. Congratulations. So, and then you can do something with the color. Wait. What are we? I thought we didn't have a special thing for a BTT skin for the flatbeds. TK. Maybe that's why if I select the rear mud flaps, I can choose that, the BTT mud flaps.
It's sorry I jumped in. It's because you got the option of the sliding tarp, and we have a skin for the sliding tarp. That's what that's for.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, there you go.
Still a flatbed.
Right.
Sorry, I figured it'd be easier to just jump in and tell it instead of trying to type it out.
You're right. Okay. Well, thanks. And that's cool. Yep. Yeah, I didn't know because when I went in, I touched up I haven't looked at my trailer in a long time. So I went in and I realized I could add mud flaps, these mud flaps to it. I was happy, so I did it. Okay. So that's neat. Huh. Anyway, that's how you buy a trailer. Now, I think you have to be a certain level to add all of those things. I am on this profile level 56. I do not know at what level you have to be at to get some of those things. But I know that as you move up, more options become available. So there's the answer to that. Casey, welcome to the stream. I think before we get going, I'll do a couple more shout outs for flatbedders. Starting with the latest flatbedder, Farming Sins. Welcome. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog, who is our top ATS driver for January. He and I did a live streamed one-on-one convoy yesterday. That was cool. Knee-High Sniper, Isabella Hagloff, Pilot Bro 39. Did Pilot make it? Did he get freed up from that house full of kids yet?
I have not seen him.
Okay, Nicholas and his alter ego, Norwegian trucker Nicholas. Hey, Dirk. Welcome to the stream and congratulations on your 1 month anniversary. Let me say, shout out to all of the drivers in Boomer's Trucknado Transport VTC. Maybe I should pause the game because I'm running out the clock.
The one with trucks. Oh, your drive time, yeah.
Right. I mean, I could turn off the fatigue, but I'd like to keep it. So, we are doing quite well this month again. I want to talk a little bit about that, but first I'll say here's where our stats are at after 4 days and 3.5 hours. We're currently in Euro Truck Simulator, we're currently in 101st place. A little while ago, before we got started, we were at 99th. So but earlier we were at 105. So it's fluctuating. For American Truck Simulator, we're in 35th. We have less competition in American Truck Simulator, so we can do better. But there is some stiff competition in the top 15. So last month, and this is why we're going to be doing some things later in the live stream. Last month, we were kind of struggling a little bit in our rankings because we'd lost a little steam. And so about halfway through the month or so, Trucker King said that he would put up a $50 Amazon gift card if we as a company placed 18th or better by the end of the month. And we finished at 14th by the end of the month. So everybody jumped in and ran a bunch of miles. Some of the folks who had been running loads in Euro Truck Simulator came back over to ATS and helped. So we are going to do a drawing later in the evening to give away that $50 gift certificate, or gift card rather, to all members of the VTC who met their minimum mileage goals in ATS of 10,000 miles. Everyone in that group will be part of the drawing. In addition to that, all members who drove Euro Truck Simulator and met their minimum kilometer goals of 16,000 kilometers, which is approximately the same as 10,000 miles. And if they did that and drove any miles in American Truck Simulator, they are also eligible for that drawing. So that actually brought in a few more people into the drawing. So we will hold that drawing later in the live stream. We are also doing a drawing, 2 drawings, to give away the runners-up prize for VTC members. And I will go into the details of what that means later. I want to get driving.
There's a black painted side skirt and the painted BTT skin is gray. Are you asking me that or Trucker King?
I think that was aimed at TK. So that's why I popped a DM over to TK.
Okay.
Let him know that there's something here for him.
Yeah, that looks like a TK kind of a thing. We are also going to be having a drawing next Saturday for some game codes on Steam. Nicholas, whose alter ego is Norwegian Trucker Nicholas, is donating some game codes to be given out in a drawing next Saturday. This same stream, but next Saturday. And sorry, Casey, you don't make the rules. Trucker King did. And the name, we've already put all the names together, so we're ready to do the drawing. If you win and want to give it to someone else, that's your business. So, got the list already made. So next week we'll be having a drawing. Yes, Farming Sins, we need more drivers. I'll touch on that in just a moment. So the game codes that will be given away will be for a copy of Euro Truck Simulator 2, Farming Simulator 17, and Fallout 76. So in order to utilize these game codes, you will need a Steam account. And it's free. You can set, if you don't have a Steam account and you want to get into playing some of these games like Euro Truck Simulator 2, and you want to, hopefully win it, then set up a Steam account. And yeah, so that's it for that. We'll be touching on that some more next Saturday. So, I did shout outs for no, I didn't do it for all the flatbedders. I'll finish that now. XLT 588 Gaming, Big Dave KF, Omega Trucking Replays is in the house, Silent Dilemma, and that's it for now. I want to get to driving.
Yep. Trucker King says, get them wheels spinning. If the wheels ain't spinning, you ain't earning.
That's right. If they're not turning, you ain't earning.
Oh.
Hey, you watching this, are you interested in joining the VTC?
There you go.
Stay tuned, and an announcement will be forthcoming shortly.
Well, let me just say, there's a link. Well, actually, there's not a link. I don't have a link in the description below for the VTC. We are on Trucks Book.
Rerouting. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Hold on a tick.
Right, and then turn right.
Oh, we're not going to the Kenworth place down here. We're going to the Kenworth manufacturing facility
Turn right.
back by my garage.
Go straight.
Hey man, did you see those totally awesome streams the other day with Thor and Dirty Dog? Yeah, what was that about? Well, they won the chance for a private convoy with Boomer.
Right.
How'd they do that? Well, they placed number 1 or 2 in the virtual trucking company for ATS and ETS. Wow. How can I get in on this? Well, you could join the virtual trucking company by searching Trucks Books for Boomer's Trucknado Transport, or by joining Boomer's Discord, and that information is there as well. Alright, well, I'm in. I'll join right now. Boomer's Trucknado Transport is now hiring.
So there is a link to the Discord in the description below. If you can get into the Discord, you can get into the VTC, because there's a link in the Discord.
Discord membership is not required to join the VTC. However, it is strongly recommended.
The only way to gain access to the these truck skins, like this one, is to be in the Discord. Because you could be in the VTC but not have access to the truck skins. We'd like to get everybody in the Discord.
Plus, it's a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And then exit right.
So glad Thomas Berger made it in, finally. He was having so many issues.
Right.
Omega says, hey Lurch, Boomer's looking better after his beauty sleep last night.
Yeah, I definitely got some.
Turn left.
Walter D says, hello everyone, how's it going, Boomer?
Hey, Walter. Welcome to the stream. And Limitless Sam.
Go ahead. Make Boomer's day. Make sure to give him a thumbs up. It'll make his day. I see there's 44 people watching, but only 25 thumbs up. Let's get that number up. Bogdan says the dash display is off.
Off. That?
Yeah.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
A viewpoint that I haven't done with this profile. By the way, that building on top of the hill is the Seattle Veterans, it's the VA Hospital, Veterans Association. My kid's sister was born in that hospital.
Cool.
I say kid sister, but she's in her 50s.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
All right, where is that?
We're here.
Is it inside? Oh, it's inside the gate up ahead.
wondered how you can get a gifted membership? Make sure to click the join button down below, and in the pop-up that comes up, click the 3 vertical ellipses in the upper right-hand corner. From there, you can choose the option to accept gifts. By activating this, you too will be able to get a gifted membership if people will sponsor it.
You'll be eligible to receive one. Okay, so this is for the Kenworth Factory. I didn't realize, well, I hadn't been over here, I guess, on this profile. Even though my garage is right down the street. Rick, did you go somewhere? Thank you, Susan. Appreciate the like. Hey, Chili, welcome to the stream. I am not doing a convoy, but if you want a convoy, you'll have to join the Discord. And then it's a process to work up towards that.
Yep, as I just said.
Oh, sorry. I was working my way down.
Ipswich. How are you liking the new W900?
Well, so far I'm liking it. I haven't driven my W900 in a while. Like I was telling everybody else earlier, I've got over 36,000 miles on this thing, so I have driven it a lot, just not lately.
38 Bull 83 is in the chat, says hello.
Hello! What is all that? 38 what? Oh, Bull 83.
And Thor has made it. He says good morning, Boomer, in chat.
Morning, Thor. Did you just get up from a nap? I mean, it's got to be like almost 4 a.m. for you. All right, there's our pickup spot.
Ryan is going to play ATS and watch at the same time. Thor says, yes, sir. Paul Lansford is in the chat. He says, I've just finished upgrading my computer from an i7 2600 to a Ryzen 5600X with 32 gigs of RAM.
Wow, sounds like you had a good system before. And now it sounds like it's a lightning fast.
Ron Warren is in chat, says, hey, Boomer.
Hey, Ron. Welcome to the stream.
I haven't brought out the golf announcer voice in a while, so now's the time, since Boomer is backing up. He's masterfully putting that trailer into that spot.
With no pull-ups.
You're putting the count out of a job.
Speaking of another voice you haven't done in a while.
38 Bull 83 asks, is it more realistic to turn off fatigue when loading at the shipper?
Nope. It is not realistic to ever turn it off. I do turn it off sometimes, like when I'm doing convoys, like yesterday. I started doing it anyway, just because I mean, you can leave fatigue on, but you got to stop for coffees, which is not very realistic. But no. In real truck driving, when you start your day, your clock is running nonstop. You have a 14-hour day in the U.S. to do all the things you got to do. Once you run out that 14-hour clock, which is a long time, by the way. Once you've run out that 14-hour clock, you are done. You cannot pause it. You cannot stop it. It is a actual federal violation to attempt to do so. Okay.
Ready to roll.
Ready to roll. We are going, I already forgot where. Bozeman. Oh, we are going to get on the freeway, I-90. And then we're going to take that all the way to Bozeman. So let's get rolling. Oh, what do we have? Oh, yeah.
The golf announcer voice. Mega had a point. No hints of coffee during the backups. Susan says I turn mine off, but I sleep at night because I hate driving at night.
You know, it really depends on how much you want to simulate reality. I like to simulate real life. Speaking of which, something I have failed to do, because this is what I would do in real life over-the-road trucking, is that I plan my stop at the end of the day. Where am I going to get to? So I'm going to stop right here and do that real quick. How much time do we have left? We got 7 hours and some change, so we got like a half a day. So we can maybe do 300 miles. So let's see if we... Oops.
Yep, Omega says during that 14-hour run, if your shipper isn't ready for you, you have to wait at the shipper till time to go. I think you mean if you run out while you're at the shipper and they're not ready for you, you can't, even if they get you loaded up, you can't move until you're good on your clock.
Right. You have to do a 10-hour reset after your 14-hour clock is over. I have literally done 10-hour resets at shippers or receivers. So if that's what you meant, then yeah.
Does that mean you can't even move away from the dock to free it up for someone else?
No, it doesn't mean that. There's a little bit of leeway built in. That's 314 miles, 6 hours. Yeah, we'll shoot for that. So if you're on paper logs, it's a non-issue. You can actually, you fire up the truck, leave the dock. If they have driver parking at the shipper, and most do not, but if they do, then you can park there. If not, you got to leave and park out on the road or wherever, or try to get to the nearest place where you can stop. If you're on e-logs, most trucks that I'm aware of, their e-logs don't actually start counting miles until you've either been moving for 5 minutes, even very slowly, but moving for 5 minutes, or a mile or two. Like I've literally I got kicked out of a mall one time and I had no hours. And I would literally drive like a mile or like 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And I would pull over and I'd stop. And I'd wait. I had to wait like, 10 minutes. And then do it again. And I leapfrog like that for, must have been an hour. Just to get to somewhere I could park for the night. It was a real pain in the neck. But that timer starts as soon as you move the truck, but you sometimes have a little leeway. If you've been sitting there for a while and your E-log has shut down, like I used the Qualcomm and it was a Windows-based device, it takes a couple of minutes for that thing to boot up. So you got an extra couple of minutes the first time.
And yes, Bogdan, if there are two drivers, they could tag team
Time to
while
get the
one is
job
sleeping,
done.
the other one can drive.
That is what they do. When you have team drivers, the clock is not tied to the truck. The clock is tied to the driver. So it is a personal clock. It's just linked to the truck, so it knows what the truck is doing.
Turn right.
It knows when you've been driving. It knows when you're awake. Sorry.
It knows if you've been bad or good.
Just about.
Fiery pieces. Hope everyone's having a great night and just got home to catch the stream.
Welcome, Fiery Feast.
Turn right.
Bogdan says in EU you can't rest while the other driver is driving.
What? Wow. In the US, that's how it works. You literally have team drivers. I did it during training. I would drive all night long. Then when my shift was over, then my trainer would start driving for his shift, and then we just keep flipping and flopping. By the way, I know I'm running out the clock here. Look at that beautiful building right there. That is my garage. That is my headquarters. Well, it's all of my garages look like that. My over-the-road trucking adventure, Boomers, Trucknado, Transport, Garage. That's a mod that Trucker King made. So, I forgot I wanted to show some of you the inside of that, but I'll have to do it later.
Omega says Boomer was bad and good after the cop hit him during the Thor run.
Well, I didn't do anything. Minding my own business, and that guy hit me. A cop did. I was minding my own business, so I was good. And then I was good because I didn't run him off the road for hitting me.
Turn right.
Then you'd have been slapped with a hefty fine because it was a cop.
I already got a hefty fine for being in the accident that he caused. Oh, I guess I was supposed to yield there.
Bogdan says you can nap on the passenger seat, but not on the bed.
What? That's insane.
Bull 83, cattle haulers that are actually hauling cattle do have to stop. They're on the clock just like every other driver.
Yeah. There may be some state level rules, but that means that those trucks are staying in that state.
Says, hey, Boomer.
Hey, Herbert. Oh, we got rain.
Adam, he is hauling waste paper.
And then turn right.
Watch out for that Swifty.
Yeah, for reals.
Turn right.
Waste paper.
Keep right.
Foggy.
Well, I hear some thunder when it gets foggy like that. Yeah, Adam looks like he'll deliver some soaked paper instead.
Right. Man, you weren't kidding about that Swifty, but not for the same reason that I was thinking.
Bedrock says gonna have to pull over and tarp that load. Receiver doesn't want wet cardboard. Herbert Harris just became a dry van hauler.
Hey, Herbert, welcome to the adventure. Thank you for joining. Oh, I forgot about the 60-mile-an-hour speed limit here.
Bogdan says 2 drivers are 9 hours plus 9 hours. So when the second is finished, then they rest.
Wow.
That still doesn't really make a whole bunch of sense.
No. Team driving in the U.S. means that truck's hardly ever stopped. Except for fuel and meal breaks and shift change.
Thor says when we were 2 drivers, we drove for 20 hours and slept for 9 hours with small breaks when shifting seats. Is that the same idea as Bogdan was sharing? That
Sounds like it.
Bedrock, you got that switch around. US has a 14-hour drive clock.
No.
Oh, okay. In the game, it's a 14-hour drive clock. But
Nope.
Real life, yeah.
No. 11-hour drive clock. You have a 14-hour duty day clock.
In real life, yeah. I was just saying, well, in the game, it's a 14-hour drive clock.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yay, we got a bypass.
Rules are rules, but I still don't think it makes sense that if you're sitting at a shipper and not moving, that clock still keeps running.
The duty day clock runs, not driving. But once the duty day clock is over, you're done. But imagine you're in any other business. You don't want to be working 14 hours. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the 14 hours. I just have a problem with being tightly confined to that when circumstances get in the way sometimes. Things that are outside your control. But if you've been at it all day, 14 hours, you're gonna be tired. Even if it's not all driving. Driving is 11 hours. And you must have a 30-minute break from all work within 8 hours. Within an 8-hour period. So, yeah. And I don't really have a problem with those timelines. I worked within them quite well. It's just a hard and fast aspect of it. But unfortunately, people either voluntarily break the rules or are coerced into it by their employer.
Thor says you got to bypass because they couldn't see in the fog.
Yeah, he's fine. Let him go.
Outback Jack says over here we have day hours and night hours. 1 night hour equals 90 minutes. Absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that sounds like a real pain in the neck.
I will be right back. I have to go find a corner to massage my back.
Okay. Yikes. Wasn't ready for that curve. For those of you who don't know, this is the Columbia River. I did a video in real life driving. I was coming the other way though, but yeah.
Oh, that sounds better. Or he did put BTT001 on the window plate.
Yes, I did. Well, actually, I did 001 this time.
Trucker King would like to say congrats to Picard for finding the Easter egg in ATS.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing, too. We have neat little contests. I almost hit that truck because I didn't want to step on the brake.
The ETS Easter egg is still out there.
Oh, that's right. I know where it is, sort of. I haven't actually laid eyes on it. And it's funny because TK told me where the Easter egg, well, there's two of them, for ATS were, and I still haven't seen them. And I think he showed me a picture of him, and I didn't figure it out. But when Sean posted his picture of it on it, I see it now. So, good for Sean for sorting that out. Well, one of the ones there were two in ATS. One of them, yes, I saw it. I didn't see it, I saw it. That didn't make sense. I didn't drive by it. But I saw a picture of it. Or I flew by it in dev mode. way, that's a reason why I kind of avoided driving to Las Vegas in any of my live streams. There's another thing you didn't know. Well, it's getting dark. We are getting fairly close to our stopping location. We might have to stop in Spokane, though, instead of Coeur d'Alene. Heck, maybe I should stop up here. Well, too late now. Wow, Herbert. You're just moving right along.
Bedrock says, I stay in the Midwest. A lot less cops and open interstates. Easier to make miles for the VTC.
I thought I saw another comment there above his.
Dirk asks, how much can you make as a trucker?
Bazillions, according to the advertising by trucking companies. One of the advertisements you can see, or I have seen, for trucking companies to recruit drivers, is pictures of a couple of drivers that drove for this particular company sitting. It's a picture of the backside. They're sitting on a stool at a truck stop diner, and they're leaning to one side because there's so much cash in their wallet it's actually bulging and making them lean over. Reality is, it can be tough unless you're, it's like anything else. Unless you're a hard charger, it can be tough when you first get into the business. I made enough to suit my needs, but I wouldn't want to have tried to raise a family on that. But once you've been doing it for a few years and you get off into, you learn all the skills, you get your own truck, your own trailer, your own company, drive for yourself, you can make some decent money, but it takes a while to work up to that.
Omega says gas prices have killed the owner-operators, but it's part of the trade.
Well, gas prices or fuel prices are a huge factor. However, part of the compensation you receive is adjusted on a weekly basis to use across the industry. It's called the fuel surcharge. And there are, I don't know if it's a government agency or if it's a private company that collates all the prices in all the different markets. And so shippers or consignees, which are either shippers or receivers, use the fuel surcharge number or information to increase what they're paying to drivers to compensate for the fuel. But I tell you, it's never really enough. But it does help. So yeah, my fuel surcharge rates always change, like every week or two. Whoa, what's that? What's that? What's that?
Jason Rose subscribed to the adventure.
Welcome to the adventure, Jason. Didn't you subscribe last night? Or is that somebody else? Jason. I mean, a different Jason. Welcome.
Hey folks, I still see a discrepancy. 52 people watching and only 43 thumbs up. Big Boomer's Day. Give him a thumbs up. I mean, where else are you going to find this quality of entertainment?
I'm not the only real-life trucker in this live stream. We've got a few in the audience. Like Trucker King. Bedrock's got a lot of experience in the trucking industry. He used to drive trucks in the military and then worked at a company as a driver manager.
Keep right, then exit right.
Dirty Dog is a truck driver in Florida.
Right.
I don't know if he's in the stream or not. Thor used to be a truck driver in Europe.
Straight.
And Nicholas is a truck driver in Europe based out of Norway.
Wolf used to drive.
Wolf used to drive, that's right. We
Haven't
have
seen him tonight, but he sometimes hangs out here.
Yep. Oh look, we've got some of our trailers over there. Can't see them now.
Turn left.
Dirk says my dad drove a K100E.
Keep seeing references to those this week.
My dad drove a Peterbilt in his later driving years. I don't know what
Make a
model.
U-turn
I
now.
just know it was a Peterbilt.
Okay, let's find a new route. Please make a U-turn when possible.
Should have spent one summer driving around with him. It was a blast.
It is definitely an experience.
Jason Rose says have an uncle that drove an LTL 9000 for about 6 years.
So you're saying that he did LTL, which is a type of freight hauling? Less than loaded? Or was that, am I misinterpreting? Oh, I got off to an angle. See, backing up at night.
Oh, Ryan, his cargo is going to Bozeman,
Oh.
right?
Yes.
A Ford LTL 9000.
Okay. Well, am I supposed to go around, drive around back, or just back up this way? I honestly can't tell. Good enough for me. And that's literally has been my situation at a few places where I had no idea what it really looked like. It was so dark. All I did was back in or pull into wherever, and when I was good enough, it was good enough. And then in the morning, I'd wake up and go, oh, I had all that extra space over there I could have pulled in. So, but whatever. All right.
Magical Froggy says, I just wanted you to know I've been with you since you had a few hundred subs.
Really? That's been a few years ago. Thanks for sticking it out. I want to do a few shout outs. Cody Old, Cornell R, JJ Man 1982, Nick, Thor Rasmussen, our top ETS2 driver for January. We did his convoy yesterday. By the way, Thor, I gotta ask, in the VTC, you are Thorquist. In YouTube, you're Thor Rasmussen. In Discord, you got a different name in addition to Thor. Right, Susan. Thor's. You can also ask Pilot Bro or Trucker King. They can look it up. Any one of us. Carlin, Diane Lyons, G-Dog 1985, David H74, Ipswich, Willie Thornton, Stobbs, Super Thor, Johnny Hansen, Karis Lynn, RD04 Dave. Let me get the sleep going here. Years, Mouse 888. All right, now that we got daylight, let's look. What do we have behind us here? Okay, I can't tell.
Bedrock just bought me a coffee. Thank you, Bedrock.
All right. So yeah, I guess I could have driven around back here and parked back here by this dumpster. Or just stayed over here by these Jersey barriers until I reached the end. And you just never know until you wake up in the morning and there's daylight. Or you get out with a flashlight and walk around. I've done that too. Oh. So, Susan, I would ask the question, why do you need to know? Other than curiosity. So you're also doing a similar load. Sorry.
Thor said a little bit earlier, we had a fuel card from the company and never had to worry about payment for fuel. Even after I got my own truck, he must have trusted me that I would never misuse it.
Or he turned it off. I don't know. Okay, Susan. You are driver number 6.
006.
Yes, 006. Dirk, that's up to you. I like them both. Hey, Bedrock bought me a coffee and he didn't scare me. Thanks for the coffee, Bedrock. Just because I saw the thing pop up before I heard the grinding noise.
Thor says, my real name is Michael Lars Thor Rasmussen Quist, is a family name.
That's a lot of names. Okay.
She wants to be a copycat and put it in the window.
That's an extremely valid reason. For anybody else who wants to put their driver number in their window, just ask myself, Pilot Bro, or Trucker King, and we'll look it up for you. Just understand that if somebody with a lower number than you leaves, your number will change.
Bedrock says, well, that's not fair. You're supposed to be scared.
Try again later.
When he's not looking towards the computer screen.
Right. Okay. So I just did some shout outs. Let's take a look at our where we are on things. We have 355 miles to go. Easy peasy 6-hour drive if nothing slows us down, like me yakking and stuff. Let's get a move on it. It's already 9 a.m. Daylight's a wasting.
His ears were ringing. He heard his name. What you just got volunteered for was looking up the driver numbers for people.
Oh, hey, pilot. Thank you, Douglas. And again, timing is everything. I had just turned my gaze to look at the camera when I saw that indicator pop up on my other monitor. Otherwise, you probably would have got me.
Fiery Feast says a super chat. Thank you for all the stories, and to all the truckers past and present for the hard work you do or did.
Well, thank you, Fiery Peace. Thank you very much for the super chat and for the nice words. Truckers do a lot.
Bedrock says you need to quit looking at the monitor.
Just about timing. So I don't.
Fun tonight, folks. What about you?
So I don't need fuel.
Then turn right.
So we're just gonna get on the road.
Turn right.
Let's get the show on the road.
I'd like to get back to using my other camera at some point.
Susan was saying her daughter used to be like that and saying all her names.
My mom used to say all my names sometimes.
Particularly if you were in trouble, right?
Every time. At some point, she got to the point where there were 4 of us kids. I had three sisters that I grew up with.
She didn't get you guys mixed up.
Oh yeah. She would get so flustered and she'd start rattling off the wrong name, and she'd get it through all of us until she got to the right one, and by the time she did that, we're all laughing at her and she forgot why she was mad.
Reminds me of a Bill Cosby thing. Mother would start going through names and, what is your name? And don't bother lying to me because I live here. I'll find out.
Oh.
Outback Jack says there's only one thing that's not delivered by a truck, and that's a baby.
I think that's true. I was just trying to think of a circumstance where that might be true. I mean, or that you might be wrong about that, but I can't think of any. By the way, I didn't pull up the map to look at the... Well, I did pull up the map, but I didn't show where we were necessarily, but this is... We're climbing up the hill here to Lookout Pass, and when we get past the pass, we will be in Montana. This is the Idaho Panhandle.
His membership also lapsed. He says, but a baby could be delivered by a truck driver.
Yes.
ESD asked a kind of personal question. I'll pass it, but I'll leave it to you as to whether you want to answer it. What's your mom's name?
Mom.
Adam User says, have a good night. I'm going to bed. Maybe tomorrow or sometime this week.
All right, Adam. Tentatively planning to do a live stream convoy tomorrow. Oh, I got on the bypass. My mother's first name is Edith. Well, this convoy that I'm talking about is going to be live streamed. It's a invite-only convoy, and I was invited.
Bedrock has gifted 5 memberships. Gearjammer 89, Blake Mr. Nice Guy, James Dyke, and Yarn Vidari Tree recipient.
Thank you, Bedrock, for gifting memberships, and congratulations to all of the winners, recipients.
Says your dad's name didn't have to be Archie, was it?
No, my dad's name is the same as mine.
Becky Roth gifted a membership, and it goes to AWR 1050.
Wow, Matthew.
And gift memberships are flying, folks, so make sure you have your ability to accept gift memberships turned on.
I gotta get back in here because I can't hear. Not to mention all that racket going off over there.
Susan just got her license plate number and put it on the passenger side.
Just like mine. Oh, I'm glad that's done. That's the only thing I hate about that, is that racket. And of course, yes, I could change that.
Oh, it's more the fact that it does it twice for each person.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Keep left.
Wow, a lot of memberships flying around. I'm gonna have to get back to work tomorrow to update all that.
Tessa's changed it to a simple, mundane yay. Dirk is asking, what is the best school for truckers?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's probably a lot of good schools around the country. I went to the one that with the company that I got hired on with. But most of the major ones have their own schools. But it requires a time commitment from you. If you sign on with them and go to their school, they typically,
Keep left.
I don't want to say own you, but you know, they got you on the hook for 12 to 13 months. Now, if you leave early, of course, then you're going to owe them for that training. But you know that up front before you go in.
James Wester says, man, I tell you what, I definitely like the remodel of the W900.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the studio sleeper. I like the big fuel tanks.
Live Hugh says, how are you today, Boomer?
I'm doing better today, thanks.
And Bedrock says, don't get back to work before talking to me.
What's that about?
Probably referring to that other game.
Oh. I'm hoping to do that in the morning, so I can update the credit roll for tonight.
Thinking about it. Omega says, just remember that if you do the schooling for the CDL and you do get that CDL, you will get hounded for jobs with other companies.
Maybe not right at the beginning. I mean, there will be folks that want you to join on. Like Boomer's Trucknado Transport. No CDL required. A lot of them are going to want you to have some amount of experience. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. When you've got 2 years of driving experience, you can pretty much go anywhere. And then there's some where you know, 5 years. The more driving experience you have, the more valuable you are. Hey, they put the Navajo Princess back in the logo on this truck. Well, not the trailer. And maybe it was always there on the door, but not the trailer.
Ebu, that's a matter of personal preference. What is the best, Kenworth or Volvo?
Right. That's a matter of personal preference, and it's Kenworth.
And Thor does have a point. You can connect to World of Trucks and customize the license plate that's on the front and back of your truck.
Yep.
Ones that are displayed in your dashboard, like Boomer's here, are done in-game.
Right.
Bedrock adds, if you join the VTC, just know that the owner expects a whole lot of driving.
Well, I expect you to drive to the extent that you're able to. Meet the minimums. I understand that we all have lives, families. Some of you have families.
Omega, my answer is the same. It's a matter of personal preference. He says, what is best, Kenworth or the Western Star?
Well, still Kenworth, I think, but really come to appreciate that new Western Star.
5700 XE.
Yep.
Bedrock says I could do my minimum in one day. I've seen me do it.
Yes. We've all seen you do it. It's amazing.
There's this, I don't know if you get a bonus at the end of the year, but you could be in the drawing for a convoy with boomer or a truck skin
Right.
for meeting your monthly goals.
Quite frankly, somebody's getting a $50 gift card today. And
in just a few minutes.
And that means that you have to be a driver. So there's a bonus for you.
Jason Rose says, fun fact, all Volvo trucks sold in North America were built here in Virginia at the New River Valley plant. James Wester would really like to get the 750 horsepower Volvo engine from Europe over here. He also wouldn't mind if Scania wanted to come too. Omega says that his truck of choice is the Western Star, but he loves his International for the gas mileage. And Farmington says, great stream, gotta go, get back to work.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining the membership.
That voice would only show up if he hits over 75 miles an hour.
77.
He says I was waiting for the lurch voice. Slow down, slow down.
Well, there it is. Yeah, this is a world of trucks load, so I'm not going to go faster than 65, except downhill. And on that hill I could have.
Yes, if you want full demonstration of that, make sure to catch the replay of the members only live stream from earlier.
Yeah,
the actual in-game one that I did for him.
Yeah, that's available to members to replay. That'll be out for everybody next Friday. That reminds me, I don't think I released the last one. I'll have to schedule that for Sunday or Monday.
ESD says, and eat it. Your son is talking to the computer again. Hey, Road Trip Nerd. He says, what's up, people?
Hey there, Road Trip.
Keep left and then turn left.
I think you know the answer to that one, Hugh. Peterbilt or Kenworth?
Peterbilt's a good truck.
Turn left.
I like Kenworth.
I know that Wolf would answer that with Peterbilt.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
All right, folks, you just had some quality entertainment here, seeing the Boomer in his natural habitat in the cockpit of a Kenworth W900. Omega says Peterbilt is a Harley Davidson with a lot of torque.
Turn left.
In road trip, Boomer's heading just here to the left. He just got to his destination in Bozeman, Montana.
Oh, look, there's some other trailers with used packaging.
As Boomer backs into the spot.
Now this is where that steerable axle comes into play. I kind of overcompensated my turn there. Just a slight pull-up.
Bedrock says, did you change the oil in that W900 before you made this trip? It's been sitting a while.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or says, darn it, glad I used a paper cup for my tea. Just backed over it. Need a new cup.
Oh, I turned the wheel the wrong direction. There's 2 pull-ups. In case anybody was counting.
2 pull-ups. Ah.
So for you folks in Europe or other parts of the world, did you all get to see Sesame Street?
They called me the Count because I love to count things.
Ooh, we made it. Piece of Boomer cake. 697 miles, it says.
What does Boomer cake taste like?
It's probably fattening. Oh, let's see here. Okay, Bozeman. Let's. What are we doing on time here? Yeah, we'll do another load and then we'll do the drawing. So should I head for Miles City, Glendive, Sydney, or Glasgow? Or should I head to Idaho Falls or someplace? Let's see what we got. How far is that? 234 miles.
I'd like to do it about 300 and something so I can get 1,000 miles today. Although I did already log that Pocatello. Ooh, that goes that way. It's not far enough. I logged 21 miles earlier today. There's another load.
Laura says it was on, but I never saw the show.
So you did have it available, though?
Sounds like it. Dirk says, animal!
Well, that's about the right distance. How far is Pocatello? 244, not enough. All right, let's go to Kalispell. Do some shout outs while that's doing its thing. Ulysses S. Grant, Lee Jenkins, Justin Burns, Farlander, Lud, Edgar Ross Livestream, Tasmified, JC Drives, Uladrak, Chris T.
So you'll have to take Tasmified off. His membership dropped.
He's on there now. Diego Vargas, Robert Alexander, Popular Monster, Altas, General Chaos, Matthew Bright.
Let's go.
Bruce A, David C, Tari 263, Ryusaki, Manny Oi. But we got to go get this load.
Surprised we haven't seen Bruce A today, because Bruce A likes to hear his name. Bruce
I know.
A.
So, who would make the right turn here? So this is what I'm going to do. Oh, in addition to raising those extra axles, I should have turned earlier. I raised those axles so I have fewer tires dragging across the ground, not turning.
Says Lurch, remind all the new VTC members of the race miles. Don't want to waste them.
Right. No race miles. They don't count.
Ah, yes. Slow down, boneheads.
Do not drive. Well, first of all, you should just be driving the speed limit. That's we're into realism here, mostly. So drive the speed limit and you won't have race miles. Unless the speed limit is 80 and you drift up past 81, then you'll have race miles.
Turn left.
But basically anything over 80 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour. You go over those numbers or even briefly or like a second and the entire load doesn't count.
Road Trip Nerd, that is correct. He's going to Kalispell. And Susan, yes, you can ask me a question. Good way to avoid race miles is to only do World of Trucks loads when possible, because the game limits your speed at that point. Or you can go into your game settings and set a limiter on yourself.
I don't think it sets a specific speed in the limiter. It's either on or off, I think.
Like, I could turn off the limiter and I could drive faster than 65 miles an hour with the World of Trucks load. I think. I've done it in ETS. Oh, you know what? The speed limiter in ETS, it locks you at 90 kilometers an hour. Got nothing to do with World of Trucks. That's the speed limit for trucks in Europe. Mostly it's 80, but some places it's 90. So if you keep your speed limiter on and book World of Trucks loads,
Turn left.
you'll almost never go over the speed limit. Or over the Trucks book speed limit.
Bedrock says World of Trucks limits to 65 whether the limiter is on or off.
Oh, does it? Okay.
And
I stand
Dirk,
corrected.
If your question is directed at Boomer, he only streams ATS and ETS.
What else is there?
I was
Okay.
asking if you stream other games.
Oh,
Go straight.
no, not currently. I do plan on streaming Farm Sim, but not on this channel.
Arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Finished. I'm finished with you. Okay.
Kind of a tricky spot.
Uh-huh. So I have to back in on the other side of this wall. So I just raised my extra axles because I didn't want them dragging around. Now I'm going to lower them because that steering axle is going to help me make that tight turn. But that light pole is in my way. I need to pull up a little bit more.
Oh, Susan is wondering if people who are part of the VTC can have the slow down voice that I did for you.
No, because it only... Two things. One, it only works in Trucks Book. And two... Lurch made it. So, oh, I messed this up. I gotta focus. Well, I presume he made it for me. That doesn't mean anybody else can't have it, but I wouldn't give it out to anybody else who's not in the VTC.
I did it because you asked.
For me or for the VTC? I don't remember.
Well, you asked for you, I assume.
That's what I thought.
Strangely enough, Bedrock, I wasn't counting things. But I think that's 3.
All right. If I could, I'd tear down that light pole right about now. Oh, I'm jackknifed. I assure you, this can be done. I've done it. I'm just not used to having to deal with that light pole. See, I'm pivoting on my axles on the trailer. Well, the trailer's pivoting on them.
It says too long chassis.
You know what? It is longer than what I'm used to. I didn't think about that.
Well, at least now you're clear of the hole. That's 4 or 5. Better says it would almost be easier to just go to the back of the building, turn around, and come back to the front and blindside and back.
Oh, sure. Oops. I could.
7 Hoorahs. Ah.
But it's personal now.
Ryan asked, does that damage the tires?
It just helps wear them down more. I guess I'll call that good. It can damage, but really all it does is it just wears the tires down a little bit more because they're sliding, and they're not used to sliding. They're supposed to roll.
Bedrock says hard head.
Uh-huh. Oh, I rolled out of position.
That gets to be annoying.
Yeah. Well,
especially if it's a very small trigger spot.
I must be really, really close to the edge of it.
As Omega said in the chat, while Boomer's sawing the wheel, it's time for a coffee.
There it is.
Furious Dragon says hello.
Hello, Furious Dragon. Welcome to the stream. You must have been subscribed already if you're able to chat. Ah, where are we going again? I already forgot. Kalispell.
Kalispell.
That's right. Haven't been there in a while. Haven't been to Bozeman in a while.
Bedrock says, yay, he did it. Good job.
Yeah, good enough anyway.
Shinor said hello before. I missed that.
Hey there.
Sorry, is that Shinor or Xenor? I'm bringing out a pronunciation from the Star Wars Expanding Universe books.
I've always thought it was Xenar. Oh, I could have turned back there. That would have been better.
Left.
There's a character in their, the spelling of their name is Xizor, and it's pronounced
Turn left.
Shizor.
Oh boy.
Oh, Boomer's right, Xynor. Okay.
Get ready to turn right.
I could have just as easily been wrong.
Bedrock says the blue in that W900 looks a little different from the blue on your T680.
It depends on which T680 you're talking about. Wow. That was supposed to be first gear, not reverse. So, a little backstory. Oops, there we go. The blue on my T680 that I'm currently using on my Exploring Texas videos. That is the blue, that is the stock blue for that skin, the Texas skin. This truck has the blue that I use, the custom metallic blue. I also have this color on my other T680s. What? How do I have a red light violation when I got a green light? I do not understand that.
Were you in a turn lane where the arrow was red?
Left.
No, there's no turning there. This
Did
is
you just jumped the gun by a split second?
I don't know. I thought I had green before. I don't know. Anything's possible.
Ratul Das says the blue looks fantastic.
Thank you.
And remember, folks, if you're enjoying this kind of quality entertainment, please support Boomer by either tipping him in PayPal, by joining the channel membership, or by buying him a coffee. I would recommend the latter. It's quite entertaining sometimes.
Yesterday, Thor and I were comparing our respective blues. They are very close.
Beerus Dragon, that's a matter of personal preference for the person. He's asking what's the best truck manufacturer to buy trucks from.
Well, it depends on what you like, and, you know, so long as it's Kenworth. Now, Lurch is right. Depends on what you like. You know, I'm not a fan of internationals, or, I don't hate Volvos, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of Mack trucks either, but I hear really good things about them. I know a guy that I follow on Twitter. He owns a company, you know, several trucks, and all he buys is Mack anthems, and he just sings their praises. And I'm sure he's right, but I just don't. I don't like the way they look. But he talks about, you know, how fuel efficient they are, and that's important for if you're running a business. All right, I gotta find a place to stop for the night.
He says, I kind of like the old school trucks, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but that's, you know, I think it's largely appearance. Which, of course, is my bias against the Mack. It's all about appearance.
Larry Fee says the Mack Anthem is the truck I use in game, and I love it.
I need to try it. I was surprised that I found out that I liked the Western Star 5700 XE. I did not anticipate that. I just assumed I wasn't going to like it. Like, I didn't care for the 57X. I don't hate it, I just don't care for it, because it's like just like a Freightliner.
Thor called you on your Volvo comment. He says he that is in a Volvo FH and ETS.
That's not the same thing. That's a Volvo Euro truck Volvo. And yeah, I do like it. They're not the same trucks. Like the Volvo VNL over here. And they're fine trucks. I just don't care for them. It may be a completely irrational and unwarranted bias against it. I'm willing to accept that.
Bulldog likes the Bulldog. Douglas likes the Bulldog that's on the Mac hood. Trucker King, he says, I just sent you the legacy sleeper for the 5700 XE.
Oh. That's not this. Oh, that's, oh, the legacy. Ooh. I gotta go in. Oh, it's not here yet. Yeah, that'll be in a future live stream.
Designer says, by the way, Boomer, did you get enough sleep last night? Because you were sleepy at the last ATS stream yesterday.
Oh, I was dying all day yesterday.
And Douglas says, here's your place to sleep. Matthew Roth gifted a membership, and Cameron Goss was the recipient.
All right, Matthew. Thank you for gifting another membership, and congratulations to Cameron.
Keep left.
Ryan, yes, the early live stream today was a members only.
Wasn't he there?
Yeah, I thought you were there.
At the roundabout, take the fourth exit.
Now people are singing some praises for Peterbilt's. Omega says the chrome pipes of Peterbilt's are so awesome. A lot of polish.
Make a U-turn.
And Fierce Dragon is personally a fan of heavy-duty Peterbilt's. They just look a bit nice for his eyes.
Here we are having a situation again with, well, I guess we can roll over that.
Bogdan, I don't think if you're a member, or if you're not a member, that you can't gift. Or just gifted 5 memberships.
Whoa, Thor!
MKA Transportation, Dayan Barrick, SPK 844, Boomister, and What the Fox Say 0 were recipients.
Wow. Yeah, I'm thinking that you have to be a member already. Because I was looking at that on another account. To try to understand the process better. And I didn't even have the option.
Edrex says the parking lot is not very well lit.
No.
Official River City RP community said
can't-
something,
I
but
can't hear you.
retracted it.
Oh, yeah, it's all that applause and truck engine. Ah, that's better.
Bogdan says try warp in console for time lapse.
Say what? Well, thank you, River City RP. Bogdan, what's that? Let me do some shout outs. Warp. What? Warp. It's not a starship, man. Let me do some more of these shout outs here. David Singh, Tazzy291, Timothy Parrish, Dirk B99, Andrew Black, Darren Romaine, Doom3, Ron Stoffel, Outback Jack, Big Al 2424, Jennifer Roth, Artie Maynard 57, Future Endeavor, John the Bricklayer, Lennox, Luis Aquino, Clive Hughes, I saw the command if you scroll in console. Set core. Warp? I can go to places, but I can't with the World of Trucks load. Hey Seth, welcome to the stream. Robert Quilter, Road Trip Nerd, Dalton Live, The Driving Gamer, Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, Zynor, David Klein, Walter D, Hivu Bibbin, Noah Long, Dan, and Limitless Sam. I think I got everyone. Yeah, okay. Oh, sleep. Yes. Sleep. There we are. Everybody's already heading out. Feel like I ought to do the same. Look at that truck, hey? See, we put in some real nice touches.
Bogdan, that seems like an extra step or some unnecessary steps to do that. It could change the simulation speed of the game, like 0.0 or 0.9 is 90% of standard speed.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I can't think of any reason why I would want to do that. Douglas, I have enough fuel to do this trip. What motor you running, Boomer? Let's see. I believe it is the 600 horsepower Cummins. 625. I believe it's the Cummins. What was the other question? No gas for my truck. I only use diesel.
The only question I saw was what motor you were running.
That's what I was just checking. 625 horsepowers, and I think it's a Cummins. C15. We'll get to Kalispell with this fuel. Let's see. Can I see what the? Well, I can do step through this. No, it doesn't tell me how far I can get. I don't believe. Huh.
Bedrock says even my wife doesn't like when I have gas.
Yeah.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Exit now.
Steph asks, what's your favorite part about American Truck Sim?
I would have to say how it recreates what it's like to be an over-the-road truck driver. Because I do miss it. I mean, I'm glad to be home all the time now. But I liked being an over-the-road truck driver. And this takes me back.
Kildare says, how do you like the new truck?
I like it, it's nice. I haven't been in the W900 at all for a while now. I've been enjoying the T680, the Western Star 5700 XE. I noticed that I rolled over 37,000 miles on this live stream.
Ryan didn't get the notification for the live stream earlier today.
This one or the members?
The members.
You should have got it as an email. I got it, I think. Actually, I think my other account's membership expired, and that's so I actually I bought a membership for my other account, my personal account, because I want to support me. Actually, I did it because I want to understand how the process works for the audience. And I want to see what the notifications look like, because we occasionally have stuff just for flatbedders.
Road Trip Nerd says, are you going to do real life trucking again, or are you retired from it?
I'm going to consider myself retired. I mean, not over the road. I stopped that in 2018. I did local for a while. Off and on for a few years. And that's okay.
Seth just downloaded Zeemods. It's like a totally different level of realism, he says.
Depends, when you say Zeemods, I mean there's a bunch of different mods. So it depends on what mod you got. Like, I've got a couple of his free sound mods on this profile, and then I've got some that he's got that are available through Steam. And I keep talking about, you know, buying one of the premium engine sound mods.
Zoom in on the dash like you did.
Lean forward and hit my zoom button. You can key map. There's a zoom function, and you can map it to a key. I've mapped it to my mouse button, my left mouse button. What I just did there is also mapped to my mouse. I mean, I hit the key to go outside, but I've got my my mouse wheel. If I push down on it, it goes back into the cab. I set that up because every once in a while I'll be outside like this, tooling along, And then I'll get into a situation where I need to be in the cab. So rather than lean forward and hit that key, oops, see, that's what can happen. I can reach over with my right hand on my mouse and hit that button. Works better. For me. There's a lot of different commands you can do, and you can map them to a lot of different things. On my steering wheel, I have a lot of different things mapped. Like my cruise control, I turn it on, turn it off.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Just turned it off on my steering wheel. Now my engine brake on my steering wheel.
Exit right.
Turn signals on my steering wheel. I'm using the Logitech G923 steering wheel and pedals.
Get ready to turn right.
I also have a shifter. Links to all of that are in the description below.
Turn right.
And of course my head tracking, so I can turn my head and look.
Beth asked, do you like ATS or ETS better?
Yeah, it used to be ATS, where that would be my answer immediately. But I don't know anymore. I really like both a lot.
Go straight.
Another thing I have mapped to my steering wheel, a couple of the buttons, is the pause feature for my head tracker. If I turn my head like this, so that I can see something, that messes up your view. But if I hit the pause button, now I can do this, and it doesn't mess up your view.
Nicholas says hello and goodbye. Gotta sleep now. Dropped a quick like for you.
Hey, Nicholas, thanks. Another button I have mapped for relative to my head tracker is a recenter, or a button for the recenter function. Sometimes it gets out of calibration, and I need to just do recenter it. I push a button. So what I have to do is recenter my head. And then I push the button, and it puts it back to center. And I don't even have to look. I know where the button is. So I've got buttons for the four-way flashers, high beams, flashers. I've got a button to mute the Discord in case Lurch is talking too much. Or I want to say something to you guys I don't want them to hear. That never happens, but I mean, that's what I could do that. I use it mostly during a convoy session so I can mute the Discord so that you guys will hear me instead of the chatter going on. And also so that they don't have to listen to all the chatter I'm doing with you.
Douglas Williams says, as I see you on the left of my screen, I have to cite you for no seatbelt.
I got no comeback for that.
And Richard Thigpen says hi.
Who? I'm sorry, I'm chuckling now.
Richard Thigpen.
Oh, I haven't seen you in a while.
Go straight.
Hugh says, gotta go now. We'll catch you again soon.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to pause it when I turned my head. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Go straight.
Go straight.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to pause it when I turned my head. Just when I turned my head.
Go straight. 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 Go straight
am I hauling here? Pallets? Oh yeah, pallets.
Nature is calling. I will be right back.
Okay. This is a real pretty drive on the way up to Kalispell. This lake, I don't remember what it's called. Lake Kalispell? I don't know.
Keep right, then continue straight. Go straight.
Hey Douglas, thanks for the super chat. Oh. It was yellow when I got here.
Keep right, then continue straight. Go straight.
You know, other buttons I have on my steering wheel are for the windshield wipers. Start and stop the engine. The thing to increase or decrease the speed for the cruise control. And a pair of rocker switch with an up and down that I use to change the strength setting for the engine brake. Because sometimes I don't need all of the engine brake compression power. Hey Jamal, thanks for the super sticker. I've discovered a new viewpoint. Well, we'll do that one another time. We got pallets to deliver. Oh, I'm speeding. Flathead. Oh yeah. You're right, Flathead Lake, that's what it is. I couldn't remember. Yeah, I do want to get a button box at some point. It's not, I don't know that it's at the top of my list.
Go straight.
I am back.
Yeah.
Yep, he's heading to Kalispell. And Bob Pancake says, good morning from Kuwait.
Wow. Well, I can't use that's the one on the Android devices, right?
Sim dashboard, yes.
Yeah, I don't have any Android devices. Really? I haven't been this way before? I was sure that I had.
Go straight.
Oh.
Ryan, he's an Apple man.
That's right.
Go straight.
Got my Apple phone and my Apple tablet. My Apple tablet.
Said he started out in Washington and came over to Bozeman, and now he's finishing up this load from Bozeman to Kalispell before we do some drawings.
Oh, lane ends.
Yeah, trucker says, what's an applet?
It's only half of an app.
Go straight.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I didn't get busted. I really ran that red light.
Gasified says it's an app for a tiny screen.
There you go.
This is a baby app.
Oh. Ooh. Speaking of babies, I bet there's one in there. I do have a mod for longer trains. Periodically ran long. Not every train. They're like half-mile long.
Keep right. Then turn right. Turn right.
I've got another mod that has the mile-long trains. I think I'm going to put that in. I've been hesitant about using them at all because I didn't want to get stuck like that. waiting on a long train. But it really hasn't been that much of a problem.
Go straight.
Whew.
Douglas says, you know they have baby strollers
Go
for
straight.
dogs? Go figure.
Yeah, I've seen them. Like, dogs. Dogs like to walk. I could understand if the dog is disabled. I think the baby stroller is for the dog's owner. I mean, I'm all for having a pet and, you know, treating that pet as a part of your family.
Left. And then turn left.
But taking it everywhere
Left.
and putting it in sweaters? I don't know. I don't see it. Is there a left turn arrow?
Lena says, even so, a dog has more legs than me. It can walk.
Right?
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Beth asked, do you ever go on cruise mode?
Cruise mode?
Probably cruise control.
Oh, I do that all the time.Itsky.
Keep left. And then turn left.
When I'm on the freeway.
Turn left.
Oh, jeez. I was thinking, like, you know, taking a cruise is cruise mode. Where do you think you're going, pal? I should wipe out your car just for doing that.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Well, an early happy birthday, Susan. She says it's my 40th birthday on Thursday, my time.
All right. Yay, you made it.
Get
Oh, we are going to Rustic. But this is the place that produces wood. And maybe even pallets. Why would we be bringing pallets here? Are they defective and need to be returned? Can't imagine that.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Yes, Ryan, Apple devices run on iOS.
It's all over now.
Should I have backed in here? Maybe I should have got out and walked back here to take a look. Yep. Ruh-roh.
Ryan says, I just found you can have Sim Dashboard on an iOS device.
What? I thought it didn't work on those. And I- Time to get out and look. I thought we were closer to that wall in the foreground.
Trucker King calls you a cheater.
Uh-huh. I am cheating. Although, to be fair, There's plenty of times that I wish that I would have had a drone to do this with in real life. I am gonna have to pull up again.
Beth asks, which has better mods, ATS or ETS?
Well, we use some of the same ones in both.
Victor says, no, cheating would be to skip parking.
Yes, it would. Yeah, Seth, there's a lot of crossover between ETS and ATS. The mod makers sometimes make the same mod for both. Like, if you look at the list in my description below, you'll see a lot of sound mods and graphics mods, like real companies. I don't think we're using the same real companies mod between the games, but we're using ones that act the same, if that makes sense. Okay. So, Seattle to Bozeman, Bozeman to Kalispell. We're going to call it here for the driving part of the show. Shoutouts are done. You keep redirecting your messages. Yeah. So, and by the way, I don't know, is Douglas still here? I still got fuel. I don't know how much, but I still got fuel. Actually, where is the fuel tank?
It hasn't turned red.
No, it hasn't turned red yet. There's the fuel gauge right there. We still have a quarter of a tank. And then
Half a def.
and half a def. Why did that just do that? That's weird. You didn't see that, but my game went back to the desktop.
Yep, Douglas is still here.
Okay. So I just wanted to point that out, Douglas. Doesn't make me special or anything. It just means that I have a good feel for what my truck can do. So 300 gallon tanks. And if we have a quarter of that, we still have 75 gallons. So we could still drive a ways. So, okay. Yeah. I don't have gas. Let's see. And my truck doesn't use gas. My truck uses diesel. So now we've come to the part of the show where we're going to do some drawings. And let me get to, I've got one file open already. Is this the one that I wanted though? No, it's not. I need the other one. I just had this open. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let me tell you about kind of the rules here. So, well, first of all, let me talk about who the top performers were for February, not January. I'm using the same document with updated information, except I forgot to update the month. So, top performers for February. For American Truck Simulators, it is Bedrock from Oklahoma with 66,166 miles. In the number 2 slot, Tassie 291 from New Zealand with 59,603 miles. For Euro Truck Simulator 2, our top driver is Ryusaki from the United States, because I forgot to ask him where he's from, or maybe I asked him and forgot. I don't remember. With 87,952 kilometers. I think he's from back east somewhere. In the number 2 slot, our top driver for January is in the number 2 slot, and that is Thor from Denmark with 51,931 kilometers. So, Thor is a repeat winner, but he doesn't get another skin because he's already got one, and you have to wait 3 months before you can get another one. So we don't wipe out Trucker King. So, the way that this works, first place winner, the driver with the most miles in ATS or the most real miles or real kilometers in Euro Truck Simulator, the prize for first place is a custom truck skin for the truck of your choice, as long as it's a stock SCS truck. At the time of I wrote this, we've added a few extras, I think. This skin, hey, are you in here?
Yeah.
Trucker King is in the Discord.
So outside of the stock SCS trucks, I have templates for the Resbuilt, the W900A, and only the Ruta Freight Shaker. So otherwise, any other modded trucks, we run the what? We run the Resbuilt and the W900 in convoys, so we'll leave it to that. But
so it has been expanding the library a little bit, but we're trying to stay primarily with the stock trucks. Trucker King will develop a custom truck for the winner. This reward is only available once every 3 months per member. So if, like Thor won a custom skin for January, he can't win another one until April. And if was the top driver in Euro Truck Simulator last month or January, and was the top or the number 2 driver for February, if he comes back and wins another custom skin for his driving in Euro Truck Simulator, he can actually have an ATS truck skinned. So you're not limited to which game or the game that you won in. You get to choose. So that's the first thing that you win for first place. The second thing that you win is a convoy with me that will be live streamed or recorded for later upload depending on scheduling. The convoy will be in the game of the winner's choice and will be at least 600 miles or 1,000 kilometers using SCS map DLCs. Now, yesterday I did both of those convoys for January winners, or we actually used ProMods. We tooled around in ProMods areas, so we didn't actually just use the base game maps. Same thing with Dirty Dog. We did a coast-to-coast run from Glendive, Montana to Rockford, Illinois, and then down to Kentucky. So as long as I've got them, I can do them. So the third thing that they get is a unique role added to their profile with a gold tornado icon, signifying that status. I also added, without saying that I was going to do it, if you are a member of my channel, then I will include the gold whirlwind icon next to your name during the credits roll. So when you see the credits roll at the end, you'll see Dirty Dog and Thor at the top of their respective stacks. Dirty Dog is a flatbedder, so he's in the flatbedder group, and Thor is a reefer hauler, so he's at the reefer hauler group, and I put them both on top. Normally, I structure them sequentially based on what YouTube tells me that they're how long they've been a member. So the earliest members are at the top. Newbies are at the bottom. So we're Trucker King is working on those. Bedrock. He's somewhere along the way with Bedrocks. I don't know about Tazzy. Actually, I don't know about Ryusaki. You have any info on that?
I haven't heard from either of them yet.
Okay. So we'll have to rattle their cages. Second place winners, and that would be Tazzy and Thor. Second place is a choice of the custom truck or Convoy with me. Now, since Thor has already got a custom truck, his only option is to Convoy with me. Consolation price.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there are the runners up. So it's kind of like a third place, sort of. And that means that everyone who has met the goals for their respective game that they run, if you're running ATS, you have to drive at least 10,000 miles in the month. If you're running ETS, you have to drive at least 16,000 kilometers in the month. Real miles. Only real miles count. If you have race miles, they don't count. And if you've done that and you're not already a winner, first or second place, then you're going to be in the drawing that we're about to do. And some people have been in both drawings because they've met the minimums for both ATS and ETS. So let's put this over here. I got to switch things around a bit. Turn off the game, turn on that other monitor. Should I still be in that monitor? Actually, let me drag OBS out of there. Put this over here. So I can see what you see.
Oh, look, Daisy Duck was sitting on top of your head.
Okay. Where's that file? I just had it, I thought. Runners up. So for American Truck Simulator, the runners up are, I got this in a text file. We got quite a few of them. All that. I didn't count how many there were. And staff do not qualify for this, right? Is that what I put in there?
Right. Yep.
Okay, so I have to take Wolf out. Of course, Wolf has a skin anyway. And I actually convoy with Wolf sometimes. Pilot Bro is staff.
Drive.
What's that?
Got drive in here too.
Is he on this list? Yep, yes. There he is, right. Now, Lurch does not have a staff position. Drive and Pilot Bro are both convoy staff. So,
since Lurch already has a skin, his only option is the convoy with Boomer.
Right.
Correct.
Ooh. Oh, darn.
Wow, I had a real itch there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the names. And then I'm going to click to spin. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this or not. Not that it's any big deal. It just makes a noise. So I don't think there's anything else to say, right? We're just going to do the spin.
I do want to, because Thor put something in your chat here about he also got the golden Trucknados on his truck skin. If
Yeah.
you are the #1 driver and you want that option, I'm more than happy to throw those up there too.
Yeah, it was not part of the original price description, but we thought of it later.
Yep. So that's more than possible. That could be done. Okay.
Here we go. Let's see who's going to be our runner-up for American Truck Simulator. Can you guys hear that useless noise? Well, that was a weird stutter. Admirals, right? Yes, Admirals. We have a winner. And I need to put that somewhere. Where are you, Admirals? There you are. Okay, Admirals. Now I don't need to remove him. I'm going to remove everyone. And I have a new list for runners-up for Euro Truck Simulator. I'm going to have to go through and remove at least one person I see. It's a shorter list. So we've got Pilot Bro. That's it. So it is a shorter list. So there's 12 entries. I can see that now. Should have looked to see what the other one was. So this is our runner-up for Euro Truck Simulator. Old and tired. You know what's interesting is that Old and Tired qualified for both lists, for both drawings. He drove the minimum, the 10,000 plus miles in American Truck Simulator and the 16,000 kilometers in Euro Truck Simulator. That's not necessarily why he's old, but that's why he's tired. Okay, now I'm going to empty that out. And let me save this. Oh, not that. This file. So for the Amazon gift card drawing, the qualifications for that were, number one, as a company, we had to be at least in 18th place of all companies in American Truck Simulator. We placed 14th. Secondly, you had to be, of course, in the VTC, and you also had to meet your minimum miles, 10,000 miles or more. We've got 32 entries for this. Additionally, if you completed your minimum miles in Euro Truck Simulator and you drove any miles in American Truck Simulator to help us with the goal, you're also qualified. So there were 4 people that were primarily Euro Truck Simulator, I think primarily, but also switched over and drove ATS miles. And that was Thor, Ducky, Rick Rashid, and Clooney Clown. So we have 32 people total that are eligible for a $50 gift card from Amazon. Is that correct?
Yes.
So thank you to Trucker King for sponsoring this drawing. Thank you to Trucker King for doing the truck skins for the members. Let's see who's going to win $50.
Is the staff
For this drawing,
Qualify in this one?
yes,
Are
For th-
eligible. Yes.
Okay.
right. That was up to Trucker King. He said staff is eligible. They busted their butts. Pilot Bro, Wolf. I think Wolf's in here.
Yep. I
Yep,
see
Wolf
Wolf.
is
I see Pilot Bro.
and Drive. So all
Yep.
three are in here. Well, all three of them, and they are staff. So who's gonna be the winner? JC Drives. Right? No, Pilot Bro. I called it too soon. I should just shut up and wait.
Congratulations to Pilot Bro.
Oh man.
He also does a lot for the outfit. But he drove a lot of miles and kilometers. I think he did both.
He did. He set a personal goal to try to finish in the top 10 in both games within the VTC, and he did. So he busted his butt, and then he kind of fell back on ETS a little bit to try to help push for the ATS. That last week and a half we did to try to get up in rank. So
let's take a look and where did Pilot Bro place for each of the games in American Truck Simulator for February. Pilot Bro, I gotta find him on the list. Should be near the top. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He placed 8th for American Truck Simulator with 31,130 miles. Actually, I'll just share this. So where'd he go? He outperformed me again. So 31,130 miles. JC Drives did 34,331. And there's Admirals, 34,902. So where am I at on here? I'm down a ways. I did a little bit more than the minimum. So for February, for Euro Truck Simulator, Pilot Bro did 17,805 kilometers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. He placed 9th. I didn't even do the minimum, unfortunately, because I was distracted. I had Harvest to bring in. There's Desi. So that, I guess, is that. Let me make sure I've got that in there. You're gonna reach out to Pilot Bro?
he's convoying with me later tonight. So
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think we may be done here.
mind if I just put a little thing out about what we're doing this month?
Yeah, actually go for it.
So, as promised with, the guys in the VTC that are part of the Discord, I said after pushing for ATS, we can do a push for Euro Truck this month. I am offering the same thing up, a $50 Amazon gift card for a random drawing. The only difference is going to be we're not going to do the either or thing. Reason for doing the either or game was because I did it with only a week and a half left. This is the beginning of the month. I'm hoping for us to at least be able to place in the top 125th of all ETS companies. ETS is definitely a more competitive game when it comes to the trucks book. I'm looking at it now. I think we are
101st.
101st. So we are. I mean, we won off strong the first 2 days. But again, it's the weekend now. More people are driving. And I noticed that some people have actually started pushing ATS again, which is good. But 101st, like I said, I think because seeing what we've done in the past and with how many members we have now, 125th isn't unreachable at all. I encourage you guys to try to get even higher like what we did with ATS. You guys blew that out of the water in a week and a half.
Yep.
So we jumped from, I think it was what, like 23rd,
Somewhere in that vicinity.
24th. And when I looked at it, the reason why I put 18th as a goal was because even trying to get into top 15, I think we were looking at trying to put out over 300,000 miles to catch that. And it's a moving target. And we surpassed that. We finished what, 14th?
Yep.
Like you said? Yeah. Which is amazing. So guys, keep up the good work, keep the driving going. You know, it's what drives me to keep doing what I'm doing. You guys are playing the game. It makes sense for me to continue doing what I'm doing. So that's all I wanted to put. Like I said, I just want to make sure that it's out there that we are not doing, okay, if you hit your 10,000 goal in ATS and only drove 1,000 kilometers in ETS, you won't be eligible this month for the drawing. You got to meet your minimum of 16,000 kilometers in ETS in order to qualify for the drawing. So let's get that Euro truck driving in. I'm one that I'd rather play, but I think this will also get people that haven't tried to pick the game up yet. Give it a shot because it is a good game to play. A lot of good scenery, a lot of good runs to do. So
you must be in Boomer's Trucknado Transport. I'm getting tired. Virtual Trucking Company. You don't have to be in the Discord for this prize. It helps. You do have to be in the Discord in order to gain access to the skins, however. So join us in the Discord. Join us in the Trucks book and get in on some of this action. It's a lot of fun.
it's just like me and Pilot got a friendly, in-house competition going on to see who can pass the other.
Bedrock, that's okay because we still need people to drive ATS so that we don't fall too far behind. I mean, we're actually still doing okay. We're in 32nd.
Oh, 32nd.
Yeah.
Looking at something
No,
else.
We did get up close to 50th, I think early today, but a lot of the guys have stepped up. I mean, I just did over 1,000 miles.
Yep.
Or I've done 1,046 miles today. Now that's unusual for me, but I wanted to get 1,000 miles today. So let's see, what does Pilot got today?
We already got one person that meet the ATS goal.
Yep.
ETS.
I don't think anyone has yet.
Vigner's close. Got another about 5,000 to go. 4,900.
Right. Our top driver right now is Murder Bronco. He's already met the goal. He's at 10,781 miles. Vigner, he does both, I believe. He's probably sleeping right now. He lives in Iceland. He and his brother.
Yeah. Looks like he hasn't done any ATS, but we know that ain't gonna stay.
He hasn't logged any ETS. Or wait, what am I looking at? No, I'm sorry. No. I was looking at American Truck Simulator. My bad. So Vigner's in the lead.
Yeah.
11,000 kilometers.
Thor's catching up.
So keep it up. This is fun. The drawings are fun. I love giving away Tricker King's money. Aren't those all PC? Okay, so that's gonna do it. We're at over 3 hours, 3 hours and 20 minutes almost, including the countdown. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Remember to stick around for the credits roll and be on the lookout for Dirty Dog and Thor. So I'm going to have to update that credits roll because we got more people to put on there, maybe even a couple people to take off. So again, thank you for the coffees. Thanks for the super chats, super stickers. I have to look at my notes because I forget all this. The tips. And most of all, thank you for being here. And we will. Oh, I got a live stream tomorrow. I'm doing a live stream convoy with Bucks and some other folks at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. See you then. Oh, try that again. What am I doing wrong here?